Hey everyone. So picture this. I'm hobbling around like I'm 90 years old and I'm only 45. My knees were screaming every morning. My fingers felt like rusty door hinges. And honestly, I was ready to accept that this was just my life now. But then I discovered this one purple vegetable that completely changed everything. And I'm not talking about some expensive superfood or weird supplement. This thing costs like $2 at any grocery store. In the next few minutes, I'm gonna share exactly what happened when I ate this purple powerhouse every single day for 21 days. The results? Mind-blowing. Plus, I'll show you the exact way I prepared it that made all the difference. What this purple miracle actually is. All right, let's stop the suspense. I'm talking about purple cabbage. I know, you're probably thinking, really? Cabbage? But hear me out because the science behind this is absolutely fascinating. Purple cabbage isn't just regular cabbage with a fancy color. It's packed with something called anthocyanins. These are the compounds that give it that gorgeous purple color. And here's the kicker. These anthocyanins are like tiny warriors fighting inflammation in your body. A study from the Journal of Agricultural and Food Chemistry found that purple cabbage has 36 different types of anthocyanins. Compare that to blueberries, which everyone raves about, and they only have about 25 types. Purple cabbage is literally the underdog superhero of the vegetable world. But here's what really got my attention. Research shows that people who eat anthocyanin-rich foods regularly have 40% less inflammatory markers in their blood. That's huge when you're dealing with joint pain. My 21-day journey begins. So there I was, standing in the produce section, staring at this purple cabbage like it held the secrets of the universe. The cashier probably thought I was having some kind of vegetable breakdown. I decided to commit to eating half a cup of raw purple cabbage every single day. Now, I'm not gonna lie, eating plain cabbage sounds about as exciting as watching paint dry. So I had to get creative with how I prepared it. Week 1, the skeptical phase. The first 3 days, nothing. Nada. I'm chewing on purple cabbage thinking, this is ridiculous. My knees were still creaking like old floorboards, and I was starting to feel pretty foolish. But something interesting happened on day 4. I woke up and realized I didn't immediately think about my joint pain. Usually, the first thought in my morning was, ugh, how bad will it hurt to get out of bed today? By day 7, I noticed I was reaching for things on high shelves without that automatic ouch anticipation. It was subtle, but it was there. The key was consistency and preparation. I wasn't just eating boring cabbage, I was making it delicious. More on that in a minute because the way you prepare it actually affects how well your body absorbs those powerful compounds. Week 2, things get interesting. This is where things started getting really exciting. By day 10, I was walking upstairs without holding the railing like it was a lifeline. My morning stiffness. You know that feeling where you walk like a robot for the first 10 minutes after waking up? That was almost completely gone. But the most shocking moment came on day 12. I was playing with my dog in the backyard and I spontaneously dropped down to pick up his ball. No planning, no careful maneuvering, just a natural movement. When I realized what I'd done, I literally stood there amazed. Hey, if this is helping you understand foods for joint pain better, do me a huge favor and hit that like button. It really helps the channel grow. And if you haven't subscribed yet, definitely do that and ring the notification bell so you don't miss any of these health discoveries. Week 3, the transformation. By week 3, I felt like a completely different person. The chronic ache in my lower back that had been my constant companion for 3 years, gone. The finger stiffness that made typing feel like torture, disappeared. I even started doing things I'd given up on. I went hiking for the first time in 2 years. I started playing guitar again, something I'd stopped because my fingers were too stiff and sore. The most incredible part? My energy levels went through the roof. When your body isn't constantly fighting inflammation, it's amazing how much energy gets freed up for other things. The science behind why this works. Here's what's actually happening in your body when you eat purple cabbage regularly. Those anthocyanins I mentioned, they work by blocking something called COX-2 enzymes. These are the same enzymes that over-the-counter pain medications target, but purple cabbage does it naturally. A fascinating study from nutrition research followed 240 people with joint discomfort. Half ate anthocyanin-rich foods daily, half didn't. After just 4 weeks, the anthocyanin group showed 58% improvement in joint comfort scores. That's better results than some medications. But here's the really cool part. Purple cabbage also contains vitamin K and vitamin C. Vitamin K helps your body use calcium properly for strong bones, while vitamin C is essential for collagen production. It's like nature designed the perfect joint support package. How I prepared it, this part is crucial. Now, here's where most people go wrong. They either eat it completely raw, which can be hard to digest, or they overcook it, which destroys those precious anthocyanins. My game-changing method was making what I called purple power slaw. I'd shred half a cup of purple cabbage, then massage it with a tiny bit of olive oil and lemon juice for about 2 minutes. This breaks down the tough fibers and makes the nutrients more bioavailable. Then I'd add some grated ginger, which has its own anti-inflammatory compounds, and a sprinkle of turmeric. Sometimes I'd throw in some apple chunks for sweetness or some walnuts for healthy fats. The massaging step is key because it breaks down the cell walls, making those anthocyanins easier for your body to absorb. Raw cabbage that hasn't been massaged only gives you about 30% of the available nutrients. What about side effects? I need to be honest here. The first week, my digestive system had to adjust. Purple cabbage is high in fiber, and if you're not used to that, you might feel a bit gassy. Nothing dramatic, just your gut microbiome celebrating all the good stuff you're feeding it. I solved this by starting with smaller portions, about a quarter cup the first few days, then working up to a half cup. Also, drinking plenty of water helped a lot. The unexpected benefits. While I started this experiment for my joints, I noticed some amazing side effects. My skin looked clearer and more vibrant, probably from all those antioxidants. I was sleeping better, probably because I wasn't waking up from pain. My mood improved too. There's actually research showing that chronic inflammation affects brain chemistry, so when you reduce inflammation, you often feel mentally better as well. Why purple cabbage versus other anti-inflammatory foods? You might be wondering, why not just eat blueberries or drink green tea? Great question. While those are excellent anti-inflammatory foods, purple cabbage has some unique advantages. First, it's incredibly affordable. A whole head costs about $2 and lasts me a week. Second, it's available year-round. Third, it's more versatile than you might think. You can eat it raw, lightly steamed, fermented, or added to soups. But the biggest advantage? Concentration. Purple cabbage has one of the highest anthocyanin concentrations of any commonly available vegetable. You'd need to eat about 2 cups of blueberries to get the same amount of anthocyanins as half a cup of purple cabbage. So there you have it, my incredible 21-day journey with purple cabbage. The 3 key takeaways. Consistency is everything, preparation matters, and nature's pharmacy is often sitting right there in the produce section. I'm curious, are you going to try the purple power slaw method, or do you have your own creative way to eat purple cabbage? Let me know in the comments. Also, quick question. Would you rather see a video about other anti-inflammatory vegetables, or should I dive deep into creating meal plans for joint health? If this helped you discover new foods for joint pain relief, smash that like button. Don't forget to subscribe and hit the notification bell so you never miss these health discoveries. And speaking of meal plans, next week I'm dropping a complete beginner's guide on how to create an arthritis-fighting meal plan. It's going to be a game changer, so make sure you're subscribed to catch that one.